Good morning, Class 4A.
Good morning, Mr. Atlas.
Now, before we get the class started, everybody, let me do the roll. Terry.
Here.
Henry.
Present.
Kit.
Here, Mr. Atlas.
Lassie.
Aye, sir, I'm here.
Bandit.
Hey guys, I came up with a great would you rather question.
What is it?
Would you rather live with Barack Obama for a month or live in Queanbeyan for a month?
That's so shit.
Do I get to live on the border of Queanbeyan, or do I have to live in the very middle?
In the very middle.
Fuck!
If I live with Barack Obama, do I get all the benefits that come with being a president?
All the ones that his wife would get, like private chef, traveling around for free, and
Tyler.
Secret Service protection.
Tyler.
Do I get a special title?
No.
Tyler.
Attention, sir! If I live in Queanbeyan, do I have to become a New South
Oreo.
Wales citizen, or can I stay a Canberran?
Boba.
Yeah, you do.
Shit.
Dude, why are you trying so hard to make Queanbeyan work? Barack Obama is clearly the best option.
Tyler, the abduction rates in Queanbeyan are significantly higher.
That's good. Maybe they'll bring you back to Canberra.
Doesn't matter. I'd rather be abducted than live with that left-wing scum. When I grow up, I'm gonna fight against the aggressive regimes of the world.
Luna.
Hello.
Eddie.
Yes, sir.
Wyatt.
Here.
That is the roll complete. Ahem. Now, class, today we're going to be taking a look at the Silk Road and the Chinese Han Dynasty. The Han Dynasty.
Hey guys. My dad was saying that in China, they can't watch Winnie the Pooh because of the CCP.
That cannot be true.
Look, it says right here in the New York Times, guys. Winnie the Pooh and the letter N are banned in China.
The letter N? How do you even talk to each other? Like, you can't say night, nose, neck, negative?
China has an N in it. How do they even say China?
They don't speak English.
At present, about 80.72% of China's population speak Mandarin Chinese. Wyatt, if they all speak Chinese, how do you think they say ni hao?
今天学校怎么样？
还行吧。妈妈，
你看见舅舅舅妈的朋友圈了吗？他们去迪士尼玩了。
站在他们后面的是维尼熊吗？
是，你表弟喜欢维尼熊，你看他多兴奋。
那是在上海的迪士尼吗？
是，他们就住在上海。
哦。
Winnie the Pooh and the letter N are banned in China.
How was school, my boy?
Good. We learned so much about China.
Really? That's very topical. Well, if you're interested, you should check out the news. They won't shut up about China right now.
Okay, Dad.
And our main
Oh boy.
tonight, China's military has been growing at a rapid pace in the last decade. What does this mean for
What
the
does
United
that mean?
States?
China's military growing? What are we gonna do?
And our main story tonight, the American military has been growing at a rapid pace in the last decade.
Woo!
What
Yeah!
does this mean for China?
It means China's gonna get destroyed, baby!
China has given $730 million in aid to the Solomon Islands in the past year. Is this the start of more Chinese influence over the Pacific?
Dad, China is gaining influence over the Pacific.
The United States has given $12 million in aid to the Solomon Islands in the past year. What a generous and
Wow.
bountiful
I
donation.
bet those Solomon Island guys are so happy.
In the western part of China, the CCP has imprisoned millions of the Jaeger people. This comes
Millions of
after China
people?
has declined signing
Oh
the
my God,
Universal
that's so
Declaration
mean.
of Human Rights. The United States has put more criminals in prison than any country in the world. What
They
a way
put more
to
criminals in
protect their
prison than
citizens.
anywhere in the world?
Some
Wow,
anti-American
maybe I should move
protesters
to
have been
America.
saying that these
Seems like a
prisons
pretty safe place for a
violate the
school
Universal
child.
Declaration of Human Rights. But guess what, baby? You really think the Americans signed that thing? Hell no! The most free country on earth, baby!
Kids, don't go to bed too late. You have an excursion tomorrow.
Okay, Mom.
Now, before we get onto the bus, I want to make sure that we all have our inside voices on and that we will be respectful. Is that clear?
Hey Eddie.
What?
I learned so much about China yesterday. Did you know that there's this train in China that goes all the way through a building?
I didn't know that, no.
China also has the longest bridge in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
They said on the news, Eddie, that the Chinese people don't like their government, but they aren't allowed to talk about it.
My family over there seems pretty happy.
Do they talk about politics with you?
No.
Exactly! That's what I thought. I'm telling you, Eddie, they aren't allowed to talk about it. They can't. In China, you can only play video games for 3 hours a day.
How are these Chinese people always attacking my Clash of Clans base then?
Even though China is so big, they only have one official time
China
zone. Builds a new skyscraper every
China
5
are
days.
completely covered
Look at
in
all these
smog.
things
that are banned in China, Eddie. Gambling.
China is
Big
the third
Bang
largest
Theory,
country in
Justin
the entire
Bieber.
world.
Seems
Like everyone in China loves the military, Eddie. They treat it like it's part of their national identity. That's so weird. We would never do that here. Look, Eddie, we made it. The Australian War Memorial.
Whoa, so cool!
Since when was there a Ferris wheel behind it?
Ever since the new War Memorial director convinced the government to let him build a $500 million theme park expansion.
I'm so excited.
Look, there's a warhorse merry-go-round.
And bomber
The
tanks.
Tower of Terror has a whole new meaning now.
$500 million taxpayer dollars well spent.
Now, class, I know you are all excited to ride on the War Memorial rides, but first we are here to listen to an educational talk from a military expert here.
Now, does anyone have any questions about the Australian military?
Who are you guys protecting Australia from?
Well, has anyone here been keeping up with the news recently?
Me.
Yes, The fox at the back.
When I was watching the news last night, they said that China might attack us.
Exactly right. You see, there's this island called Taiwan. Now, China says that they own it, but the rest of the world agrees that they don't.
The Australian government does not recognize Taiwan as a sovereign state.
Sorry, what?
Australia doesn't officially think Taiwan is a country either. Only 14 small countries officially recognize Taiwan as its own state, being Tuvalu, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, St. Kitts and Nevis, Paraguay, Palau, Nauru, the Marshall Islands, Honduras.
Alright, we get it! Now, what was I saying? Yes, well, you see, China and the United States aren't very good friends.
Why?
Well, China is a very aggressive, militaristic country. Hey, smartass bird, can you tell me how many countries China has invaded in the past, like, I don't know, let's say 50 years?
Okay, Vietnam in 1979.
Yes? And then?
That's it.
What do you mean that's it? Hasn't China invaded, like... Well, let me think.
In the past 50 years, the United States has invaded Chile, Cambodia, Angola, Iran, Libya, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Lebanon, Grenada, Honduras, Iran again, Libya again, Bolivia, the Philippines, Libya a third time,
Shut up!
Afghanistan.
Shut up! Shh!
I feel like we should be scared of the United States.
Well, no, children. You see, like I explained before, we're friends with America, so they won't invade us.
I want to be friends with China instead. They don't invade people.
It seems like you guys are just a little confused. Now let me show you what the Australian government is doing to stop China from attacking us. We recently bought these nuclear submarines to protect our trade routes with Singapore, Japan, and China in the Indian Ocean. Now,
Didn't you say China was our biggest threat?
yes, that is correct.
So we spent $250 billion on submarines to protect our trade routes with China from China?
Well, when you say it like that, it does seem a little odd.
Now make sure to read through the entire flyer, and we're having our first meeting tonight, so make sure to be there. Hey Eddie!
Have you seen this article in the Sydney Morning Herald?
Why are you reading the Sydney Morning Herald?
Because I want to be informed about the world.
Look, Eddie, I wasn't on Kit's side before, but look, all these security experts say that China's going to invade us in 3 years.
Are you seriously gonna trust a bunch of hawks?
But they're all in suits. They know what they're talking about.
Look at this map, Eddie. China has almost got complete control over Asia.
The entire map is covered in blue.
Yeah, blue is China. Oh, wait, shit.
Look, Eddie, if we feel scared right now, imagine how the Taiwanese feel, with big bad China right next to them.
那是什么声音？
有可能是中国在入侵我们。
太好笑了吧！
他们讲这些废话都40年了。
习近平真是个胆小子哦！
都是要言而有信啊。
Look, Eddie, just take the flyer and read it. If you change your mind, come join our protest tonight.
We will be the ones to protect this country.
You guys think you can take on the Chinese military?
Yeah?
And how exactly do you think you'll do that?
This is your house?
Yeah.
How do you know you have a tank?
Actually, that's not a tank. It's a self-prepared anti-aircraft gun. Make sure not to hit any landmines as you walk to the door.
Whoa!
This is my collection of war memorabilia. I've got PBRs from the Vietnam War, M2 flamethrowers. I've even got the signed M1910 that was used to shoot Franz Ferdinand.
Is this legal?
What the hell? Oh my god.
你要去哪儿？
我要去阻止我的朋友们做危险的事儿。What's that?
I'm good, thanks.
Kid, stop.
Eddie?
Listen to me. I know all of this stuff about China is scary, but just think for a second. There's no need to be hostile. Yes, China is growing very quickly, but that isn't a bad thing unless we make it bad. What you're doing is ridiculous. Just think about it for a second, please.
Eddie? Eddie, I've known you for 4 years. That's almost half my life. But still I decided to go against your wishes and create this massive protest attack thing. I can't believe that even after knowing you for so long, I never realized that you're a spy for the CCP. You've been trying to influence me my entire life. But luckily, the Australian media was there to save me in the end. Goodbye, Eddie.
Woo!
Today is a glorious day for all Australians. Today, a group of 8 and 9-year-olds decided to go out for some peaceful protesting in and around the Chinese embassy. They even decommissioned a pro-CCP lobbyer in the process. Good for them. In other news, has Ariana Grande got a new boyfriend, or is this man just